Hello there, and welcome to my three-part review of the iPad Air 2. For anyone not familiar how three-piece review works, the idea came from me wanting to strike a good balance between seeing those day one reviews, which is great for early adopters, but with the downside being that getting it out quickly doesn't always give enough quality time with the device to come up with a really comprehensive review. But at the opposite end of the spectrum, coming out with a review several weeks later allows for plenty of quality time with the device to come up with a really good review, but having the downside that it may be too long after the product launch for some folks who may have been looking to purchase within a certain window or for a specific holiday or event. Three-piece review is designed to bridge that gap by giving a very early review and impressions with updated views shortly thereafter for the early adopters, while still providing a full, comprehensive look a few weeks later for those who weren't buying right away or wanted to do more research. So now that we've got the device unboxed and unwrapped, let's go ahead and fast forward to 24 hours later. The first thing to really notice is how incredibly thin the iPad Air 2 is. If you've had any of the previous versions of the iPad, with the only exception being maybe the iPad Air 1, it would be hard to not be impressed by what they've done physically with this device. And the older of a generation of iPad that you're upgrading from, the more stunned you'll be at the actual form factor of this one. This year, however, Apple's made more changes to the hardware than I've seen them do in previous generations. The first is the inclusion of Touch ID. The second is the removal of the toggle switch that would either silence the device or lock it into auto-rotate. Apple has also relocated the position of the microphones to the left and the right of the brand new 8-megapixel camera. Presumably this is to capture better audio while recording video. Apple spent a good bit of extra time at this year's keynote talking about the camera capabilities of this device. So much, in fact, that I'm surprised that they didn't include a flash. The other part of the photo and video presentation at the keynote was how capable this device was at editing the content once you've captured it. And I have to say that this device is not only capable of creating content, but very capable at consuming it as well. The new optically bonded screen seems like it's pushing right up against the glass and right at your fingertips. And the device always feels smooth and responsive. Touch ID so far has been flawless, and the new anti-reflective coating on the display works very well. In fact, most of the changes that Apple has made seem to make the experience better, even if some of those changes will take a little bit of getting used to. For example, I still find myself reaching up to mute the device. And although it seems odd, I'm sure I'll get used to using the control center soon enough. I think Apple has done a good job at making the device feel familiar, but at the same time, making it feel like it improved in all the right places. Performance on the iPad Air 2 feels very good, and things like gaming are a joy to experience. And although my experiences gaming with titles such as Nova 3
Elena, do you read me? Damn.
and Angry Birds Transformers didn't feel light years ahead of the original iPad Air, the marriage of all of the hardware tweaks still do manage to make it feel better. Using the iPad for the past 24 hours has got me very excited to see how my experiences will turn out in the next week and a half leading up to the second part of this review. And although I have high hopes, there are still some potential pitfalls that I'm interested in learning more about, such as the smaller battery. A little part of me believes that even though the ultra-thin body is unbelievably cool, I wonder if it's really necessary to have a tablet this thin, and if I would have preferred the same size or even a little thicker than last year to put a beefier, longer lasting battery in the device. I will certainly be coming up with more questions myself, and I highly encourage you to leave your questions in the comments below that you would like answered as I dive much deeper into the iPad Air 2 in the week and a half leading up to part 2 of this review. Until then, thanks for watching, and see you soon.